They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Mitchell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 13. Check 4.
They run it again with Chubb. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Go. Check 59. Mike is
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Let's go.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
90 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Okay, right?
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Move. Hey. We got three. Three down. Watch 20. Mega. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The Niners at 12-3 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
This will be fielded inside the 5 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Watson.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Chubb try the middle here. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Going deep downfield for Ross.
And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Chubb on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah,
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2. It puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mitchell again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Drake Jackson.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hurry, 45, wide, ultra, go ultra, ready, go.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Ready.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 31, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Watson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Edwards.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. They find some open field here. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on now, let's go. Reset. I'm coming after you.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's taken in at the 9. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance looking to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now a play fake. Lance. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Niners,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.